There's a little confusion when you first meet someone and start falling for them. The butterflies and excitement, the goosebumps and instant heat at their touch overwhelms your every sense. But what's harder to decipher is whether or not your new bae is the one. So how do you know if you've met your match and you should delete your Tinder account for good? Well, we made a list of the 15 signs you found the love of your life. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Number 1. You balance each other out. A relationship is yin and yang. As much as there is enough that matches, there's also a flow or balance that makes it work. It's what makes you different that balances and brings out the best in each other. If one of you is super organized and takes things seriously, then the other might be able to break the tension with their goofy antics and go with the flow. This is a far better combination for a well-rounded home than 2 jokers or 2 army sergeants. Number 2. Your values align. While you might be opposite in personality type or the way you get things done, when it comes to fundamentals, you know you found your match when you agree on what's important. Finding someone whose values align with yours will mean that although one of you likes spicy food and the other doesn't, you don't have to compromise when it comes to things that make you, you. Like your approach to charity, or how you want to start a family, or your political or moral views that are unlikely to change. Another important value is lifestyle. If one of you wants to spend every weekend outdoors while the other one prefers to mooch around the mall, then it's gonna be a constant compromise. Figure out fast if it's a matter of the person not having had exposure to different experiences, or if they truly just dislike the things you like. Number 3. You can handle their worst. They say if you really want to truly know someone, you should see how they deal with slow internet. These are the kinds of scenarios that bring out your worst. You know you found the love of your life when you've seen them at their worst and you still think they're amazing. At the end of the day, we all have our shit, so when you find someone whose shit you can handle and vice versa, then you found your match. Loving someone despite their shit is the biggest gift of love someone can give. Number 4. You love being together, but also apart. Being in a loving relationship means there's enough room for 2 healthy individuals. Part of what makes us autonomous is having interests and hobbies of our own, and other friendships that take time apart from each other. Matchmaking professional Alyssa Park, who works at 3-Day Rule Matchmaking, explains it like this. The best pairings are the ones where both partners feel secure enough with each other to support their partner's passions outside of the relationship. Whether you're picking up a new hobby or hanging out with friends and family, you're going as an individual and bring that sense of self and growth back into your relationship. In other words, being together is a lot about being able to be together apart. Number 5. It's electric between you. Chemistry is king. It's almost an involuntary response when it's the right match. All the stuff of movies and Shakespeare sonnets come true. Weak knees, all-consuming, never-enough, soul-awaking, goosebump electric current stuff. It's something that only you can know, but when you know, you'll know. Number 6. Silence is golden. When you're with the right person, you don't have to fill the silences or even fill your time with action-packed activities. The act of being together in each other's company is enough. The true test of compatibility is just being happy and comfortable doing the normal everyday things and not having to say a whole lot to be understood. That feeling is worth all the kind words in the world. Number 7. You fight fair and learn from it. There's no such thing as a conflictless relationship. Well, not a healthy one anyway. A sign you found your match is you can argue without it getting ugly. The goal of expressing a difference of opinion shouldn't be to steamroll the other party, but rather resolve the disagreement in a constructive way. Discussing your different perspectives can help bring you closer and help you understand the other person. If your fights are fair and make you stronger on the other side of them, then you're fighting with the right person. Number 8. You can let your guard down. When you've met your match, you'll feel comfortable enough to let your guard down. You won't be on those first date Tinder hooks for very long. If this is your soulmate, you're sitting across from your best friend, your buddy, your #1 supporter. You should be able to show all of your shades of weird and awkward without feeling like it counts against you. Number 9. They challenge you to want to be better. Your soulmate loves all of you, don't get us wrong, but the right person for you won't be afraid to challenge you to improve your blind spots and weaknesses. After all, if they're your soulmate, they're signing up for the long run and don't want to see you keep stumbling. We show the ones we love how much we love them by helping them to grow so that they don't struggle with the same challenges time and time again, but rather rise above them and live a better life. Number 10. It felt familiar right away. One of the first signs most people notice when meeting their soulmate is how automatically comfortable it is. It often feels like you've known them forever. It's as if your soul suddenly recognizes its missing piece. It sounds kinda corny, but most people who've met their soulmate describe it like this. It's almost a feeling of déjà vu. Carmen Hara, a psychologist and author of The Karma Queen's Guide to Relationships, describes it as an uncanny sense of closeness right from the start. His or her touch, scent, taste, comportment, language, it'll be comforting and recognizable to you. Now, isn't that a nice thing to think about when you're still looking for your perfect match? Number 11. Affection comes naturally. From the start, being affectionate with the right fit is easy. It's not something you really have to think about. You want to put your arm around them or give them a love tap on the bum or nuzzle into the couch. It feels natural to hold hands, and the chair next to them always feels like the one you want to be in when you've met your match. What's even more remarkable is that between two hot-blooded people who are completely attracted to each other, these little advances aren't motivated to initiate sex. And don't get me wrong, sex with your soulmate will be hot and heavy and happening, but affection is just the physical bubbling over your internal love, and no matter how long you've been together, it never gets old. Number 12. You feel each other's pain and joy. Finding your soulmate is a lot like finding someone to experience all the highs and lows with. Often you experience your partner's disappointments as deeply as they do, and when something great happens, it's as if you share in each other's glory. This united experience is such a beautiful part of the journey of finding the person who carries your heart in theirs. Number 13. You're okay with being vulnerable with them. When you find your soulmate, you've found a safe space for the tenderest parts of you. They will respect you and help you deal with the parts of hurt in you that, when triggered, can cause you immense emotional pain. You know you found a keeper when you can be vulnerable enough to share these parts of you and you don't feel exposed or scared that they'll use them against you. When you know your secret is safe with them and you found someone to go to who understands when you need some gentle care, then treat them with the same respect. Number 14. You teach each other and grow. You found the love of your life when you can both love exactly who you are and don't want you to change, but still encourage you to change for the better. Your soulmate can be your greatest teacher if you let them be. They can challenge you, drive you nuts, and ignite great passion in you, all with the comfort of knowing that you're completely loved. If you found someone who makes you want to be a better version of yourself, then you're lucky. Don't see their challenges as a dig, but rather someone who can see your blind spots and is willing to do the work with you. This isn't time to end a relationship with them. It's time to lean in and let them help you. Number 15. It's easy. While any relationship in life takes work, it shouldn't be a task that drains you. When you've met the love of your life, for the most part, your relationship should come easy. Naturally, there'll be some bumps along the way, but if you're always in a series of highs and lows, you're leaning toward toxic territory. Finding the love of your life is often an easy friendship that grows into a strong and natural bond that isn't easy to shake when you hit a snag or disagree. It doesn't threaten the fabric of the universe or question your love for each other. Forget all the drama you see on TV. Embrace the happiness of easy love. So, Aluxers, what are you looking for in a soulmate? Or how did you know when you had met your match? Tell us all about it in the comments. We can't wait to read. Now, you stuck with us until the end, of course, we've got a bonus for you. Do you think William Shakespeare loved his wife? The greatest romantic of them all, William Shakespeare, married his wife Anne when she was 18 and he was already 26. The couple were pregnant so quick it was quite a scandal, but they managed to tie the knot ahead of their baby's birth and were married, even though Shakespeare was rumored to be in love with someone else. In fact, another Anne. Shakespeare and his wife remained married until his death at the age of 52, but here is where the love was called into question. Dear William left his wife the second best bed with the furniture, which left a lot of people to wonder who got the best bed. Thankfully, a little historical knowledge clears up the whole shamble, because the best bed was always reserved for guests, while the second best was the marriage bed. So good on William, he was ever the romantic after all. Thanks for watching, Aluxers. We have more videos every day. Hit subscribe so you don't miss any. And of course, we always appreciate the likes and thumbs up you leave us. Till next time.